This is Justin Case of American Newscape, joining our friend and media personality, Jerry Maldonado, back for another installment of American Mentoring. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to American Newscape.
Behold, the
The,
ultimate meatball.
the ultimate, the
It's
king,
Monday, man. How are you?
good, the king of meatballs. Just like, just like our little splashy opening. Today we're going to talk about cause and effect. As it
Yes,
goes
sir.
kaboom. So cause and effect, Jerry, what's happening?
Cause is you showing the world who you are every day. And the world saying, okay, there you go. Whatever you're sending out is what it's going to come back. And you and I talked on the pre-show quid pro quo.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a very slow word. Life just gives you that. It just gives you not what you want in life, but what you are in life, and that's real important for people to fathom. They think they want all these things in life, but if you don't feel you're able to receive this is a quantum level here. If you don't feel that you can receive it, it can't come. And it was a hard lesson I had to learn many, many moons ago until I figured out that I was the cause and the effect was life just giving me back what I was sending out.
Well, that's a good way to put it. I mean, uh, we live by
If
our
people only
causes.
knew the power. Yeah, no, if people only knew the power, the true power that we all carry in this field that we can't see. I know it's hard to grasp because you can't see it, but yet we have divine faith of something that we can't see. This is the same aspect.
Well, we can certainly taste it and smell it when shit is raining on our head, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that goes with everything. Well, we are our own cause, and life is the effect of our own cause of thinking, feeling, acting, and being every single day. And I think people, honestly, with shows like this and the many others out there, they're starting to grasp the fact that they're the source of all their pain and or pleasure in life. But it's understanding themselves. That's the biggest thing I had to really grasp when I was on my quest to learn, and still do, mind you, constantly, of what I keep sending out every day is what I'm going to get back. And it's great because you start seeing the results of your true thoughts and your feelings every day. But it's finding the source, the cause of the problems that's creating more problems in your life.
Well, and also the causes that are creating good things in your life as well. I mean,
Yes. Yes.
laying that groundwork, knowing what your goals are and how you're moving towards them. Uh,
The foundation is everything. Absolutely. Absolutely.
and sometimes, at
I
least
had
in
on my, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Jerry. You had on your
No. I did a show, not almost, I would say similar to this last week. And you know how we have the income bracket?
yeah,
They have the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class.
yes.
I have what they call a thinking bracket. And this is a great way to figure out what you're thinking about all day long. If you're in the upper echelon, think about what those people in the upper crust are thinking about all day long. They're thinking about um, what they can receive in life and the abundance in life and how much money and all this. All they're focusing on is receiving, and they're sending that out every single day. The middle bracket, the middle thinkers, how should we say, are the ones that are in and out. They're having the ups and downs in life because they're in good moods some days and bad moods another. Then you have the lower bracket of people basically spend the majority of their day in this negative mindset and thought, and they wonder why that cause, that foundation, that start is giving them the effects in their life. They don't even realize it.
Well, no, you talk about your bracket system, and I like it, and I believe that I probably fall into that middle bracket.
Oh,
Uh,
well, yeah, me too.
and,
Absolutely, absolutely.
and what people need to understand, that's the most work because
Yes,
we're trying
yes,
to
yes.
handle the causes that are not sending us where we want to go, and we're trying to embellish the causes that are getting us where we want, and understanding what those are, and that's a full-time job.
It's a great lesson though, because if you're in the middle and that middle is 2/3 of good, you know what I mean? What they actually put in different categories: upper middle and lower middle. I don't know why, but point being is the more you stay in that cause of where you want to go, what you want to have, be, and do, you can only create from that. And those in the upper crust of thinking, per se, because that's where everything starts, mind you, you're going to master it. And this is the school that you and I live every day. I love it. I love the wisdom. I love the knowledge. It doesn't happen overnight. You can't just pop an oak tree seed in the ground. Man, it's going to grow. No, it takes time. It takes watering. It takes thought. It takes conviction. It takes passion. It's that conviction of you finding out the source of what you're sending out every day. That's your cause. And life's just giving you the effect from that. And when you realize that, that's when you can make the changes in your life, because you can expunge the things that don't suit you and only keep in, birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. You don't have to be that. You really don't. People choose to be that.
Well, and you don't want to be a bird of a feather that flocks together on opening day of duck or dove season or quail season. It's just not good to hang out in groups.
It's not. It's not. I found that, you start becoming the water cooler effect, man. You start getting into those banters of negativity, and that's the in and out that you were talking about. You're going from one part of a mindset to another when you surround yourself with people that aren't conducive to where you want to go. And if you do it enough, you become that person, which is quite ironic. We actually adapt to our surroundings. That's why it's so imperative to put yourself where you want to go the best way you can, in a mindset and a thought and feeling. And life's effect from that, watch the magic. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, it's, what old time saying, and probably Benjamin Franklin dreamt this, was it's hard to soar like an eagle when you're hanging out with a bunch of turkeys.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, these guys knew this stuff, man. And it's amazing that Ben Franklin was one of the first inspirational writers. He knew it. He wanted to create a better life for the common man, as they called it back then. And yeah, he was the grandfather of inspiration back then. And he got most of his from obviously scripture and everything else. But the point being is, he wanted people to be self-reliant as much as possible. And how do you get a man self-reliant? By inspiring him. And it was a great tool. I think he created the Farmer's Almanac. Correct me if I'm wrong. That really, and the Philadelphia Gazette, I think it was, one of the first newspapers in that area at that time, just to inspire people and to show them that there is a better life if you think you can have a better life.
Well, yeah, believe it. When we talk about cause and effect, at least in my mind, what the windmills of my mind, I visualize various forms. One is that long fuse, slow fuse going to the dynamite. And of course, that fuse is the cause.
Great point. Great point. See, you can visualize your dynamite exploding or heading to it. I can't. And it's a great topic. That's why I follow my life through feeling. And it's the same thing, just a different approach. People think they have to approach life and cause and effect in one way. No, you can't imitate. You can emulate all different areas, but how you do it is the best way, meaning you as a person. I feel my way through life. And when I tried to visualize, I just kept getting all kinds of stuff. It wasn't working out for me. So I figured out, say, wait a minute, if I can't do it one way, I know how to do it another. And that feeling part, that feeling of the gratitude and the abundance and the happiness and the constant flow of that subconscious feeling about it attracted me all the beautiful things.
Well, and maybe I was just a little bit too engrossed in the Roadrunner cartoons. The coyote was the primary victim of cause and effect. And, we all pled with him to quit buying stuff from Acme.
Yeah, Acme was a top of the echelon. You know what I mean?
But it was not good for coyotes.
It was. No, it wasn't. No, but it's the way cartoons should have been made, because it was showing the law of attraction, the law of physics, the law of everything, all in one show, man. It was Saturday morning school, but for some reason now it's not around anymore. I had no idea.
Well,
if people, go ahead.
Well, it's probably too violent for today, because too many people assimilate with cartoons as being reality, and we need to protect those people.
Yeah, protect them from what? Imagination? Look at Einstein. I mean, Einstein, he daydreamed all day long. He used to watch stars and fields, and he had, you remind me of him with his imagination technique and how you can visualize something like that. Whereas I can't, but I choose another way. And we've lost that sense of visualizing awesome things that you want to bring in life. Either do it on a visual level through a mindset or a feeling set. And I like the feeling set better because it's easier to put in place what I truly want to be, have, and do in life by how I feel on a constant basis. And I'm constantly seeing these little synchronicities roll out as a result. And it's awesome, man.
Well, and probably my primary technique is, just feed the database, absorb as much information as possible and try and sort the good from the bad, get the bad out of the database so I have the opportunity to import some more good. And I think I've
Yeah,
always had that gift, even as a child. That's why I was a resistant
yeah, because
student.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Well, the first most important thing is you took responsibility for you. And you're saying, wait, I got to improve myself. This is what the majority don't realize when they think of cause and effect. Life's the problem. No, meatball. No, it starts with the source. It starts with your thinking. It starts with how you feel about life and what you're visualizing in your head. If you're always visualizing or waking up to thinking it's going to be a bad day, you just manifested your own cause and starting the day to create the effect by a mindset of going forth with that same sort of fortitude to create the most rotten day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing. But you and I, we're old school, but we start when to realize and we start to analyze what we're bringing to us. We say, wait, this is not right. Well, let's try to refocus where you do it in pictures. I do it in vibration.
Well, visions. I have visions, not pictures. Let's not. They're visions.
And vision.
Some
I
people
just
have.
I
Some
push out
people.
as much energy as I push out as much energy as I could to what I want to have, be, and do as much as I can, and I just let life take it by the root and say, go ahead and grow with it.
Well, like your daily Facebook feed or show that you do, Jerry. You put a lot of energy into that, and it's contagious.
Uh,
There's
it's
some days.
natural.
There's some days I don't have the energy to watch that because it can be exhausting. But you bring it
Yeah,
every day.
I'm just, yeah. If you take me, I'm actually quite passive on this show. You put me on the other one, it's like to the third power. But it's just who I am. It's my passion in life. It's what I love to do, and I'm doing it. And I'm saying, go ahead, universe, you grab hold of it and give it and take it wherever it wants to go. And that's all I'm doing. I'm doing what I love. This is what people should be doing every day, doing what you love and just sending it out. You don't know what's going to come back sometimes. It could be the most amazing thing. But if you're having fun doing it and you're in a great mood doing it, you can only manifest that cause and effect in your life. It's quite amazing.
Well, people don't realize that as this show flows, we don't really
Mm.
have time to think. We're reactionaries. We don't have a
Because we're
clue
doing,
what's going to come out of each other's mouths, and we try and react to
no,
it and understand
no.
it and utilize it. You know,
This is what people have to grasp. This is how easy it is when you're doing what you love. It just flows, man. We got to stop thinking too much. People think too much. You and I come on an hour before I get a text from you or a text from me. What are we doing tonight? I don't know. And then 5 minutes before showtime, okay, we'll do this. Great.
right.
It's just because we love to do what we love to do. That's our cause. And the effect is the amazing audience response that we're getting from this, just because it's a great way to live. So, whatever you're doing, and if you love what you're doing, you don't have to plan nothing. It just basically just comes out of you. And it's a great setup for life. It's a great setup for yourself. Most importantly, it's a great foundation to put in place to move you even further.
No, absolutely. It's a toolkit to move forward within life, and that's what
Yeah.
And I think that's all of our goals should what it be. We enhance that toolkit. You
Yeah,
do it.
I
You,
mean, not even a toolkit. I mean, not you. We're a power tool, man, because we got we got we got so much energy. We're not even a expunge a toolkit. We are a power tool. on a constant flow of energy. And when you get to that, and when you understand how to use it, like you got to read the manual, man. That's called our soul. Finding out what you want to do in life, have, be, and do. Like I journal every single day. I just enhance the power tool. It's a great way to live, man, because you don't have to fear life anymore because you are the creator of life.
Well, and savor the moment. You know, no matter where you are, savor that moment and be grateful for that
Mm.
moment in time. And I bet you,
It's nice. It's nice. Go ahead.
no, I bet both you and I, well, I certainly do. I'm anxious for what's coming around the corner. Not anxious
I
out
know,
of
right?
fear. I'm just anxious to see what it is because I'm not sure what it's going to
Yeah.
be.
Impatience, man. I know. I feel your pain. You want to create, you want to create all these things in life, but this is what I mean. The oak, you can't jack an oak tree up 10 feet high, man. It takes time. And this is what I got to keep telling myself, not to get too far ahead of myself. Stay grounded, stay focused, stay blessed, stay grateful, stay abundant, and all you do is going to come back to you. Be the best you, and all good will come back to you, no matter what it is. And people always ask me that question, why are you doing what you do? I said, because I'm being the best me, meatball. What's the matter with you? And they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get the cause and effect in life. But I'm not trying to belittle them. I'm saying, look, if you're doing what you love, it's a natural thing. And that's my passion for work and my passion for media. And you don't have to force it. It just comes out. So if people can find what truly makes them happy, whatever, even if it's part-time, it's going to grow into their full-time life because they're going to naturally expand and bring more of that effect from that cause.
Well, and the other perspective is it can be 10 things. There can be 10 causes in your life that once you bring them all together, actually bring you to the point that you want to be, whether it's finance,
Yeah,
relationship, happiness, family, bring those pieces together. And that's something we can all build on. I mean, tomorrow morning we can all wake up and do one thing better that will enhance our position in this path.
I realized many moons ago it was hard for me to grasp, but when I realized you can't get what you want in life, you can only get what you are. And when you truly understand those words, what you are, who you are as a person, is where you manifest from. So if you want love, you have to be love. If you want wealth, you have to be wealthy in mindset and feeling and thought. If you want success, you have to feel success before the success can come to you. And this is the middle bracket that you and I were touching on before. It's in and out. You're going to have days, yeah, indeed. Yeah, you can have a bad day. It doesn't mean you have a bad life.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
people like you and I understand that, and we keep flowing from that. It's not perseverance, it's just doing what we love to do.
Yeah, you can have a spectacular life and have a flat tire.
Yeah. It's how you look at it, man.
Absolutely.
You can look at it like, wow, and this happened or that happened. Oh, yeah. I try to take things like that, little inconveniences, as blessings. The traffic jam that you couldn't get to somewhere on time. Well, it could have saved your life from an accident, perhaps up the road. It'll take away the stress of waiting in line. Okay, I got to wait in line. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll go buy a ticket and win the lottery because I've been delayed. You got to have that kind of mindset, man. You got to believe that anything is possible because I'm possible.
Well, that's true, Jerry. And even the Roadrunner kept trying to catch the road, or even the Coyote kept trying to catch the Roadrunner.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But it was fun. He
It,
loved to do it. He loved getting his head bashed in, man. He just kept on doing it every day. He was like, I'm going to keep trying, even though there's probably a million other things to eat out there. I want to eat a Roadrunner.
that
Very persistent.
one specific Roadrunner.
I know, right? who always outsmarted them. The cartoons were a lot of fun back then. They were a lot of fun. I was a great fan of them. Even Saturday morning, they were teaching us about government. I mean, seriously. I mean, back then they were giving us insight on how the three branches work, and they introduced us to words and syllables. You don't see that nowadays. Sadly. So people have to go upon themselves to teach themselves about themselves.
Well, and I think that's a responsibility we all have. I mean, we should all
Hmm.
try and learn what we can. and it's worth
Yeah.
investing
Oh
some
yeah.
energy in that.
Oh, it's a lifelong process, but the most fulfilling process because you can only manifest from who you are as a person. And the minute you relieve the pain, you relieve the struggle, and you relieve this is what I didn't realize I was doing 12 years ago in my quest of living in poverty. I chose to live in poverty because I didn't realize that I can think my way out of poverty by how I feel about life. And when I realized life was bigger than where I was, I started to attain bigger than where I was. It's a whole flick of the switch of your thinking, your feeling process, that changes are inevitable. It could be the most amazing thing.
Well, you may have found yourself in that spot in your life, Jerry, but you put the energy into rising above it and successfully rising above it. And who
The same
knows?
energy, you bring up a great point with that. The same energy I put myself there, I got myself out of there.
Well, and we
You
can
know what I mean?
and we should all be anxious of where you might be 12 years from now. You might be
I
talking to
don't know,
real
man, but
important people.
it's going to be fun. I don't know. It's going to be fun. We're all going to be there if we all just grasp hold of the mindset that we are a power tool. Get that three ahead meatball. We're a power tool, man. So how you use it, or you're going to lose it.
Well, it might become the Tucker Carlson Jerry Maldonado show. Something we can look forward to. Something Tucker can aspire to because I
I
think
don't know.
he's
I
got
don't
time.
know.
He's
Hey,
got
God bless
time.
him. Whatever.
He's got time.
Hey, I don't have opinions. I don't have judgment. What the hell? It's like every you are your own cause and effect. And people take responsibility for their life, however it may be, life follows that. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
there you go. Well, Jerry, just leave us with one more final thought and we'll get out of here. We'll wrap this show up.
Oh, absolutely. As I said before, you don't get what you want in life because if you have that wanting feeling inside of you, that means something's missing. You're always going to be missing something. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. You are is a chosen one of self. It's that person who believes they can have whatever they want in life and attain that however they want to have it. And when you grasp the fact that we are a power tool of thought, feeling, and being, we start the cause and we create the effect.
Jerry, thank you. Another great show. Hey, this has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you American Mentoring. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links provided in this video is read more. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado. And people, remember, opinions are us.